Once in a while, you come across a group of believers saying that we don't need to study the Old Testament. But I am giving you some of the reasons why you must study the Old Testament. When you read the New Testament, many of the New Testament speakers and preachers, including the Lord Jesus himself, quoted the Old Testament. That means you cannot do without the Old Testament. Read the time Stephen was preaching the gospel, Peter was preaching the gospel. They all refer to the Old Testament. We need the Old Testament to have the complete revelation of the Lord Jesus and the complete revelation of the gospel, because it is in the Old Testament that the prophecy concerning the coming of the Messiah is given. Especially when you read the book of Isaiah. Isaiah gave a lot of prophecies, a lot of messianic prophecies. So we cannot discard the Old Testament. Many people say because of that they will not want to pay tithe. Then that means thou shalt not covet your neighbor's goods should also not be adhered to, right? No. So we need to study the Old Testament. Moreover, when you read 1 Corinthians chapter 10, the Apostle Paul made it clear to us that the things that were written in the Old Testament are for our example, so that we will not fall into the same trap that they fell into. So by failing to read the Old Testament, we will end up falling into the traps that they fell into. So let us take note. Stay blessed.